Hi everybody, this is Chet here from Avion Technology here in the Chicagoland area. Who are we? So we are a digital agency that helps other digital agencies scale up. We also help other small businesses scale up. So today what I'm going to talk about is actually your website and your website's speed optimization. So we all know we live in extremely internet savvy times, and everyone's constantly bombarded every day with a lot of other stuff. So there's Facebook, there's TikTok, there's just so many things happening, right? Your website is competing for someone's attention with all these different things. So when someone comes to your website, if your website does not load in the first 3 seconds, chances are that the person is going to just click and go somewhere else, right? And essentially that is the equivalent of someone coming to your shop and there's no one there to take care of that person, so that person leaves. Every person who comes to your website and who does not engage with your website, right, is essentially a lost customer. It's a lost lead, and it could actually end up becoming lost business in the long run. So what can you do to make sure that your website loads faster, right? Number one is design level optimization. So you need to have as few JavaScript as possible. Your CSS, that's your cascading style sheets, they actually have to be as minimal as possible. But most importantly, your images, right? Your images have to be optimized. I forgot to write that here. Images. So if you have a lot of images on your site, problem is that the browser has to render those images, and a lot of times that, and if especially if they're getting pulled from the database, that takes a lot of time to load. So one of the things you got to do is design level optimization. The second is development level optimization. So there's a lot of websites out there written with technologies that are now old, and those technologies are running off old servers that have not been updated. So deprecated code. So if, for example, if your website is still running on PHP 3.0, that's a really old website and it's not going to run so well. Or a former version of WordPress, for example, where the plugins have not been updated, for example, right? That's again not going to run too well. The next is server level optimization. So shared hosting, if your website is running on shared hosting, for example, right, with inadequate space, it's not going to run so well. Another thing is, shared hosting, there's always a danger because, shared hosting is essentially, different websites sitting on different folders but within the same box, right? So your website might also get malware because someone else's website has malware inside it, and you probably don't even know it, but your website's your website's JavaScript might actually have this thing called as cross-site scripting because it's sitting on shared hosting. So these are some of the things that can happen to you because your website is either it's not optimized properly at the design level, it's running on code which is really old and deprecated, or the server has not been optimized. Now, chances are that if you're a small business, you will not know any of this, and you're not supposed to, right? If you're an auto body owner, or if you're a hairstylist, hair salon, or if you're like a swimming instructor, you're not going to know any of this, and you should not. But you should definitely once a week check out your website's Google Analytics, and try to figure out what is happening. Definitely, I always say this, just as there is a CPA, there's a lawyer, there's who else? There's CPA, there's a lawyer, there's a banker, there's a couple of these services that every business needs. So I think similarly, every business needs a technologist, right, to manage your website, to manage your app, to manage your hosting, to manage your email, all this stuff. So definitely get in touch with your technologist and ask him if your website is not optimized, how he or she can optimize your website. Here at Avion Technology, we have created tons of websites for our clients, and one of the things that we do for them is we audit their website, and if we find out that the website is not running well and it's not loading well, then we will fine tune it to make sure the website loads properly. So this was a very short video about how your website can be optimized so that it can run better. If you like this content, press like. If you want to subscribe, press subscribe. Here are my coordinates. Feel free to get in touch with me if you have any questions about your website. Check here from Avion Technology. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.